Another example using long division. This one happens to have a degree of 4 being divided by a polynomial of degree 2. We work at using those same steps that we saw on the first example, but what we notice here is my divisor is 3 terms, and my dividend, what I'm dividing, has a degree of 4, but I've got some missing terms. And so we're going to see how to handle that. So my divisor is x squared plus x plus 1, and my dividend is 2x to the 4th plus x cubed. I do not have an x squared, so I'm going to substitute in a 0 for that, keeping it and holding its place. I don't have an x, again substituting in a 0 for that, and then minus 3. So then I'm going to take, the first step I do is take first term divided by first term. So I have 2x to the 4th divided by x squared. That leaves me with 2x squared. And again, I talked about how I like to put that at the top of the first, just because then I know that that is what I divided by in order to get that answer. Now I multiply 2x squared times x squared, leaves me with 2x to the 4th. And then the next step with the multiplication, I am multiplying every one of these terms. So not just the first, but I'm going to take 2x squared times x, which is a positive 2x cubed, and 2x squared times 1, which is my 2x squared. And notice I've got my 4th powers lined up, my 3rd powers, and my squares. I'm going to change the sign on each one of these. These are all positive, so I'm going to make them all negative. The first one better cancel. So now I've got a positive x cubed plus a negative 2x cubed, which leaves me with a negative 1x cubed. 0x squared plus a negative 2x squared leaves me with another negative 2x squared. Then I bring down my 0x. And actually, I could have made that a positive. It doesn't matter. 0 is 0 is 0. We like to stay positive around here. I guess my angle, the way I'm looking at it, has my pluses and my minuses looking kind of funny. Anyway, all right, so we start over. Negative 1x cubed divided by x squared leaves me with a negative 1x. Now I multiply. Negative 1x times x squared is negative 1x cubed. Negative 1x times x is negative 1x squared, and negative 1x times 1 is a negative 1x. Then I change my sign. Now this is very satisfying. All the negatives get to go to positives. I love that. Cancel those out. My negative 2x squared plus 1x squared leaves me with a negative 1x squared. 0x plus 1x is a positive 1x. And then I get to bring down my negative 3. I get to start all over again. Don't we have fun with this? Negative 1x squared divided by x squared is a negative 1. Negative 1 times x squared is negative 1x squared. Negative 1, I didn't even write it down. I just got so excited there. Negative 1 times x is a negative 1x, and negative 1 times 1 is negative 1. Again, I change my signs. All those negatives get to go to positive. Cancel. I'm left with 2x minus 2. Since I don't have anything else to bring down, I know that that is my remainder. So my final answer is 2x squared minus 1x minus 1, and that's a positive 2x, so plus 2x minus 2 all over my divisor of x squared plus x plus 1.